Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And I just now finished Chainsaw Man. And it was so good. It was the last time I actually had to take a break from an anime because I was like emotionally destroyed was when I saw Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and that one was actually more devastating for me. But this one was like I took like a 2-month break in between watching this one episode. I think it was episode 9, and then the rest of the show. Saying it was a very long time. By the way, before I get into it, if you like these kind of videos, please consider liking and subscribing. I have tons of analysis videos. I have also reaction videos and video game videos. I have a little bit of everything. Anyways, so I feel like this was not only the best character arc, but also the best, like, kind of a really good romance story. It almost felt like I was watching an indie film within the show. Like there was this little like backstory that I was just really enjoying. It was definitely my 2 favorite characters. Sorry if you can hear my dog. She's eating ice right now. So I feel like Aki and Himeno, they were not only my 2 favorite characters, like I said, but best character arc by the level of emotionality and everything. Because, you know, you're watching Chainsaw Man and it's about Denji, and Denji is not, he's a very interesting character, but I wouldn't call him, at least to me, a very likable character. So he's really fun to watch, and same Power's really fun to watch, but they're not like, wow, I don't know, I just don't have that like, wow, I like them so much feeling. But with Aki and I hope I'm saying her name right, Himeno, you know, I really felt like connected to their characters, and I love, you know, how the whole story is kind of like told through this symbolism of like a cigarette, you know what I mean? And like how that, and it's funny, I actually am not a smoker. I've never been into smoking because I have asthma. So but you can feel the power of like something that connects to people, whatever that is. For them it was a lot more than that. It was really a symbol of the connection between them. But I just really loved their story, and I thought it was just so cool how, like, you know, it starts and you kind of see like Himeno really take him under her wing, and you have like I said, the scene where she's smoking and he's like, oh, and she's like, oh, do you want to try? And he's like, no. And it feels like, what I love, I think, about what the show did is it feels like this like cute scene but a non-scene. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, whatever. And like even the way they introduce her at the beginning of the show, I think it's through Denji's point of view, and she just seems like kind of a character who doesn't, she seems very like whimsical, like a character who doesn't care about a lot. She's just kind of there as like a plot device maybe, or something, you just don't know, like a side character, but she really like brings a lot to the story. And so yeah, her death really got to me. But then I think it was kind of cool to like see all of that, see her and Aki you know, not get together, they never actually got together. It really is like, it's like one of those romances that like, it was a romance but it wasn't, you know, it was like an emotional intimacy romance. Like there was a romance there, but they never actually like kissed. And like there's that one scene where they like, it's almost like they're kissing, and like it was just shot very well. It was, the way they portrayed it was so cool. But anyways, it was cool to see all of that. And then I had that long break, so then I come back and you're really seeing Aki's emotional reaction, and I just thought it was so genius and cool how that devil, I forget her name, crap, the ghost devil, right? She like holds out her hand I guess on accident or something. And he picks up the cigarette, and like the symbol of sort of their love that could have been is there, and he is able to like get revenge for her. Like, and she says in the scene before, like, oh, you know, I hope you, it's something like, I hope you cry for me when I'm dead, because she obviously wants him to live. And yeah, it was just so cool, like the hands out, he's like, oh, like that's what I can do. And then he gets like revenge for her. And so it was like their relationship was still ongoing even though she was already gone. And then, you know, he's in the hospital and he gets all these letters from her sister, and there's all these letters saying like, man, I want us both to leave, like her and Aki, and I want to live this life. And it really makes you like think about what could have been. Like there's this alternative reality universe where Aki and Himeno go and they like just are in love and they just like leave the force. But I think obviously the theme for Aki is revenge, and he is willing to do anything for it. He's willing to give up his life for revenge. It is fascinating because like his family was killed by that devil when he was like so young, and obviously that would be devastating. But then the devil has sort of taken his life again, even now. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but that future devil said not good things. But, you know, his life has been taken from him, like, past that, because he's really so focused now on revenge. And I feel like if Himeno would have left, like, if he was willing to leave. So it's just, it's like such a good story. It's such a tragedy. Like, it was 10 out of 10 amazing, and I just had to talk about it. So, you know, I like talking about toxic relationships or not. Do I think they would have had a toxic relationship? I actually think they could have had a really healthy relationship, you guys. And that's another reason it's so tragic. I do think, again, he'd have to work through his revenge issues, which like, but like if he left, he kind of would have had to accept like, oh, you know, happiness over revenge. But at the same time, I get it. I think, you know, it makes sense why he wants revenge so badly. I mean, I can't imagine like living my life and I'm like walking outside of my house and all of a sudden everything's just gone, like nonsensically. There's no rhyme or reason, like nothing. And he was so young too. So, you know, I feel like when you're that young, you don't have like your life's purpose. Not that we really do as adults, but you know what I mean? Like, I think as an adult, you have like certain things that you usually feel are like a purpose you care about in life. But when you're a kid, you're like building your values, you're figuring out, you know, like what you want. And so I just think it was at such a young age that he just can't get over it. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to season 2, but watching his characters is tragic. I think it's going to be a tragic end. Obviously, it was a tragic end for Himeno already, as we know. So yeah, I loved, again, one thing I forgot to mention too, is I loved how Aki, they would show these moments of like quiet, like contemplation from him, and like the way they even ended the season where he's like kind of sitting in his chair at his apartment and you just like hear a plane go by and he's just like smoking a cigarette. I don't know, it just really it makes you like stop and like really like connect with how he's feeling. And it was just done so well. Like I'm in awe. Like that literally, I know it was short, but that could have to me been like a little anime movie, like a little short, and it was so good. So I don't know what's in store for season 2. I'll have more stories like this because again, like, I don't know what you guys think, but Denji and Power to me, like, they're really entertaining. But do they have the same weight as these two? No. Of course, I do have hopes for that investigator. His story seems kind of interesting. The one who was the mentor of Himeno. He seems kind of intriguing. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked this. Please consider liking and subscribing. And oh, send me any analysis requests if you have them. These are always really fun for me to do. I might do one for Code Geass because I just finished Chainsaw Man. I just finished Code Geass, which I know is like so far like in the past, but I didn't get around to it till now. So I might analyze that if you guys are interested. What should I be watching? Let me know all those things. Oh, and I have more Vinland Saga coming too. So let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.